الله أكبر أوحينا إلى موسى أن اضرب بعصاك البحر فانفلق فكان كل فرق كالطود العظيم وأزلفنا ثم الآخرين وأنجينا موسى ومن معه أجمعين ثم
Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see, these red walls behind me, we are still currently here in Marrakesh, Morocco, but we're leaving Marrakesh today only for one day, and that's because we are heading to Imlil. What is Imlil? Tell them.
Imlil is a village in between the Atlas mountain. So it's known because the people they came to stay there before they claimed.
Exactly. So there's a big mountain here near Marrakesh that people go and hike, and they stay in Imlil before because it's really tranquil and nice, and it takes you up to the summit. But we're not doing no hiking here, or nah. We're just going because we want a nice tranquil stay.
Maybe not not a big hike.
Hell
maybe
no.
just
Nah, we ain't climbing no mountain.
we just resting.
Exactly. But because we're always running around the Medinas, we're always running around markets, it's very hectic when you're traveling a lot. We want something a little bit tranquil, something beautiful. So we've chosen Imlil. So you're gonna see today what Imlil is like. It's so beautiful. It's hidden in the Atlas Mountains. It's gonna be a beautiful journey. And we start that journey here at the Medina in Marrakesh, where we need to find a share taxi. This is the part of the journey I think is gonna be a challenge straight off the bat, because last night I did an in-drive trying to find someone to take us, and it was a nightmare. So inshallah, one of these little buses here will take us. I've never taken one of these kind of buses before in Morocco. What did the girl say? If you want to go Imlil, go down there. So taking a bus this way is so much cheaper than taking a coach. Like the coaches are like 15-20 pound. These, I think we're gonna pay probably like £5 to £6 per seat. And it's the same as in loads of different countries. They do it all over the world where you buy your seat. So there's a bus, once it's full, then it leaves. So, or if you wanted to leave early, you have to pay the price of the seat that's not there. So yeah, it's a lot cheaper system, but it also has its flaws as well. Less comfort. Sometimes you have to wait ages, and you're obviously sharing it with a load of different people that you don't know. So there's a few flaws to it, but it's much cheaper and it should be more convenient actually. So we found out now through asking people where the bus for Imlil is, that each section here is going to a different location. So every taxi that you see, you can buy a seat, and they're all going to different places. As you can see up on the wall here, it says Imlil, it says Asni and El Jouakak. Something like that anyway.
Keep going.
Okay, oh, it's a tight squeeze. So the price per seat for this taxi is 35 dirhams, which works out to about just over £2.50 in English money, or €3. So far it's pretty decent. As you can see, my head is touching the ceiling, but that's because I'm extremely tall, so I don't think it's anything to complain about really. Seats feels comfy though, and there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. So there'll be 6 of us going on this trip, and then 7 including the driver. So it works out, right, that for every seat total, it works out to 210 dirhams, which is about £17 in English money. So we were saying that we'll wait a little bit, hopefully 2 people join us, and then we'll just pay the extra seats because it's not really that expensive. And if we were to take a taxi, just me and Iman, like picking up a taxi off the street, they're going to charge us a crazy amount, which is probably like 400 dirhams. So we are getting a good deal here. It's quite comfy as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's comfy taxis, like it's not bad.
The only flaw is this, look at my head.
Wow, the tall people problems.
It's hard being a 6'10" alpha male, isn't it? Oh, look at this. Because it's an area where the taxis wait for a lot of the day, they've built like a little area here with a fridge, freezer, and it looks like a little mosque.
Oh, yeah, where they can
where they can pray their salah, which is mashallah. It's only taken actually about 5 minutes, and the car is now full, so we're going to be hitting the road way quicker than I thought. And I thought this would be the most challenging part of the day, but things always tend to go wrong, so maybe I've said that too early. Man, this is one of the most scenic views I've ever taken, like scenic trips I've ever taken in my life, but it's also one of the most sickening trips, man. It is the most windiest, bumpiest roads I've ever taken in my life. I feel so Sick. Okay guys, we've officially arrived to Imlil, but we're not staying here, we're staying an hour walk or a 10-minute drive away from this central point here. As you can see, it's like a whole village in the mountains. Let's take a second to soak up these views. I really wanted to walk to the hotel, but from where we are now, it's 1 hour, and I don't think the roads are walkable roads. I think they are like mountainous roads. Subhanallah though, this is a really beautiful area. I've tried my best to not look at the hotel that we're actually staying in, because I think it's going to be a nice surprise for me and for you as well. Iman's booked it, and she told me that there's a mosque literally next door, and there's like nice views we can sit out, there's a nice fire. It's going to feel amazing. Like, it's nothing like we've done in vlogs before, so super excited to see the hotel and show you it as well. Oh, we're walking. To be honest, I actually wanted to walk. We asked these taxi guys here if they could take us. What was the verdict?
No, he hasn't told me any price. He just, I think he's not available or something.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't want to force him to take us.
Oh, okay, so we couldn't have got a taxi anyway, but
said,
it's possible to walk or no?
It's possible to walk. It's 3 kilometers.
Yeah.
And he said the road is very clear, like you're not gonna...
Oh, so we can walk. Even better. You know me, I love a good walk. You love a good walk. So we're gonna walk it. I think it's gonna be a beautiful walk as well. It's gonna be hard. Admittedly, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be an hour walk. Could be a little bit rough if the roads aren't clear, as the guy said they are. If they aren't, it could be a little bit rough. But I think in terms of the scenic view and, you know, the whole enjoyment of doing it, I think will be really nice. I've only walked from there and I'm already like feeling semi out of breath. There is a shop here that is an Atlas hiking shop. I'm going to show you that real quick because I think that's quite interesting. Look, you can buy gear like helmets, the climbing shoes, rope, all of these, even snowboarding. I assume in the winter there's loads of snow. You can just snowboard down certain parts of the mountain. Man, this feels amazing. Look over here as well. There are donkeys. And of course, there are kitties. Oh, this, honestly, subhanallah. Look in the background, a huge snowy mountain. I'm hoping all the way there it's kind of like this, you know, like small shops selling. Are they selling hiking boots, or are people just... Hello, how are you, brother? You okay? I speak English, yeah. England. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. Oh no, we're not doing any hiking, brother. We're just taking a walk. No, it's okay. Thank you so much. He's selling all the hiking gear. Look, like jackets, the sticks to help you hike. He was a nice guy, wasn't he? He said, "Welcome to Morocco," greeted us, offered me to look in his shop. And there's also little restaurants here as well. This is nice, like real villagey vibes.
Let's take lunch before then.
I don't know. I don't know if it's better to take a lunch, then hike, or not hike, but trek, or trek it and then eat. What do you guys think is better? Is it better to eat first?
I think eat first.
But then you'll feel full and you'll get a stitch and it will just be uncomfortable.
No, eat if you find anything in the way, not here. Like
all right, we'll see. All of the shops here are just hiking. This village is based upon the hiking of the mountain. So all the businesses here, they're selling things that help with the hikes. But this one is selling the argan oils, some fresh nuts. And that is how they make the argan oil. They put the argan in the top, they spin it around, and then the oil comes out of this little bit here. Very interesting process. There is a grand hotel here. I think there's only a few hotels that are actually in Imlil, and the rest are all an hour out of Imlil, which we are obviously heading to. I always find it interesting though to see that, like, this isn't just a tourist city. There's actually so many locals, like a school, and then up there, I'll show you from a better angle in a minute, but there is a mosque here as well. And there's the village mosque. I said this in the last video as well, but I really love that even in the smallest of villages that have like 10 houses, they still have a massive minaret of a mosque. Like, the people of good faith are the ones in the villages, man. They don't have all the distractions. I'm selling all the olives, rugs. Man, this village is wicked. I feel kind of unsure about what the pricing is going to be like here. Maybe we should just ask for reference about some of the pricing of things. Well, a good start would be the restaurant here. A margarita pizza, 20 dirhams, or a large is 30. That is really good pricing. I thought it'd be like tourist pricing,
20 dirhams.
but I didn't realise it's like a local village where there's a lot of local people living here, so the prices are really good.
We can do takeaway and put it in our bag. Maybe.
That's a good shout. We have bought baguettes with us this time because when we did tours and stuff, we always ended up at really touristy, expensive places, and we end up eating rubbish food for a high price. So we've actually brought a lot of food and snacks with us. In fact, these backpacks that we're wearing right now are just full of food and drink, and they're so comfortable as well. And that brings us to today's sponsor, TomTok. All of this trip and even going to work, I've been using the TomTok backpacks. This is one of my most favorite brands that I've collaborated with, and that is because the quality of these bags is next level. Not only did they send me a backpack, they also sent Iman one as well. Iman, I remember I was in Indonesia when we received these backpacks, and Iman was like, you are gonna love these bags when you get home and see the quality. And she was exactly right. That's why I wanna show you some of our favorite features of the TomTok T66 backpack. I'm using the 40 litre black and Iman is using the 28 litre in grey. First thing, I really like the design of the bag. It's super simple, but it looks really high quality, as you can see here in these clips. The bag has the simple TomTok logo, so it doesn't scream in your face like some other brands. It also has this really useful chest strap for when you're hiking up mountains, like in this video. And the straps are super sturdy and strong, so you don't feel that ache in your shoulders. Didn't even realize this, but there's actually a handle on the side of the bag, so you can hold it like a duffel. Maybe you're going to the gym. There's tons of space in this bag, so you can pack literally everything that you need. And then there's this really useful strap that you can also put over your suitcase. When you're in the airport, you don't need to wear your bag when you're queuing up for that check-in. Our personal favorite feature of the bag, though, has got to be this secret compartment in the top of the bag, which keeps your important documents like your passport, your wallet secure. So it just gives you that extra peace of mind. But if you do need a little bit extra security, then you can put a padlock through the zips. Moving on to the inside of the bag, it is extremely spacious and well organized. As you can see, there are little pouches within the bag where you can put your little accessories. And I think it's the perfect bag if you don't want to take a suitcase away and you're just going on like a 5-day trip. It's more than enough space. And most importantly, whenever I travel, I'm always traveling with my laptop and my iPad. So it's always important that I keep those safe. And thankfully, there is a section for those that keeps them protected and not flying around in the bag, as they are sealed with a strap. And the great news for you is the bag is on sale for 20% off on Amazon right now. So there'll be a link in the description. There's a link in the comments. And you can scan the QR code on the screen right now if you're watching on your TV. And you're going to get yourself a little 20% off. Oh, yeah. Okay, guys, back to the video. Fast food is the spot that we are stopping at. You know what's so funny? The more I travel, I always look for the halal logo, and I forget that in Morocco, you never have to look for the halal logo. Everything is always pretty much halal. And this is the spot that we're going to eat at. Well, we're actually going to take away for our hike. We're going to take it with us because obviously we're going to get really hungry. The menu itself, though, is actually a really good one, and this is like the staple of Moroccan fast food: pizza, tacos, pasticcio, and sandwich. This one is like weird. It's like a bechamel cream sauce with fries, cheese, and meat. Oh, they even do it with hot dog here. Which would you order though? I think probably the best one is the sandwich, right? Because you can take it with you. Or maybe the taco. Tacos are my favourite fast food in Morocco. I love them.
People here, they speak in different languages.
What they speak? Berber?
Yeah.
Oh, but you can. Do they understand you?
Yeah, they understand what I'm saying, just because they get used with different people.
The Darija.
But if you went to a local,
They might
people,
not understand.
maybe they're not gonna understand.
Wow.
They can understand, but
Yeah.
it's hard to communicate with them.
Yeah.
Just
But when they speak to each other, they're speaking in Berber, right? Not in Darija.
no.
That's interesting.
No.
My brain is so distracted. Look at the donkey. We've got the sandwiches secured now. Only cost us 40 dirhams, which is a bargain of a price. And we're now in what I believe to be the centre of Imlil. The vibe here is so different from anything I've ever experienced in any of my travelling, in fact. I was going to say Morocco, but everywhere I've travelled, I've never experienced something like this. It's so unique. It's like such a beautiful village. I really just didn't know what to expect of Imlil. I really thought it would just be a tourist town that's the same as every tourist place, overpriced, nothing real special. But this place, it feels so special. I really wish that we'd booked a hotel here. It is just unreal, man. I'm so glad I brought you here, honestly. The views are so amazing. This little river down here. There is the local butcher shops, restaurants, and then there's also restaurants and hotels here that have like really beautiful views. I think the hotel that we've booked also has beautiful views, which you'll see. Look at this lot. The guys are just sat chilling, having a chat, enjoying the views of the river. That is some life.
For me, I think it's nice to stay out of the center, but it's nice to walk through the center. But I don't think it's a great idea to just stay in the center.
I don't know, I feel like staying in the centre is definitely not a bad idea. It looks active, it looks like there's loads of restaurants.
It's about you going to stay out of like all the noises.
Oh yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, true say. You know, from that perspective, you're right. Like, if we wanted to stay in the most tranquil, peaceful area, which I mentioned at the start, then yeah, you're right. We need to stay out of the centre. So, good shout. Whoa, subhanallah. All of this walk, you're just gonna hear me say that because it's just unreal. All up in the mountains, everywhere you look, there's just little plots of houses. Here is the local village school. Has that real Marrakesh look to it. There are kids everywhere right now. I think they must be on break or something. It's only about 12 o'clock.
Yeah, it's a break now.
And this, my friends, is where the trek truly begins. We've got out of the central point and now we begin the 50-minute trek to the hotel.
No, it's like 40.
Oh, 40, okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, we'll start down here instead.
You'll notice as well that the clothes that are being sold are the winter clothes. Hello. Thank you so much. And that's because here in the mountains, the weather is so much colder than when you get down back into Marrakesh and the land kind of things. But the higher up you go, the colder it gets. And I can imagine in the mornings and at the night when we get to our actual hotel, it's going to be freezing. It feels like we're super close to the clouds as well. You can see here, they're in reaching distance. I can just reach over and grab some. It feels so close to the clouds. This is our first time ever, by the way, staying in a mountainous region on any trip. I don't think we've ever stayed like truly in the mountains of any country we've traveled. So it's a new experience for all of us today. Man, I love this. It reminds me of when I was in Bosnia. I went to the top of a mountain and I walked down it. And it's one of my favorite memories of traveling, just because the views, the scenery, the tranquility as well of just walking up a mountain or down it. It's just a whole another world of experience. It's really, really amazing. Imam was like, let's stop a little bit now. Put a hand on her hip like, it's not too bad. When you grow up in a city, I think you truly get to appreciate village life so much more. Like even just seeing sheep in the street for me is like, wow. And since we're walking up the mountain, the views are progressively getting more and more beautiful. Look at the sheep, just grazing. They're not confined to a little fence. They're just free to run around, eat grass. It's a beautiful way of life. If you are enjoying this video so far, please do smash that like button and subscribe if you are new. It helps the channel a bunch. Let's get back into the video. Someone can't handle a little 5-minute walk up a hill. Something interesting whilst we were driving actually, and the roads are so like swervy, but there was loads of mountains that had like crumbled and stuff, and it reminded me that in 2023 I believe it was, there was an earthquake that hit these kind of areas. So some of these areas were really badly damaged from the earthquake, and some areas in Marrakesh were also damaged as well. I'm not sure how badly this area was damaged because as I look around I don't see too much damage, but on the roads way up here I saw loads of like the mountain that had like crumbled and fell down, and they've had to build like a new path around. It's so nice to just see how daily life operates here and how different it is. So there's a school bus that obviously the school is like a 20-minute walk that way, so they've got a school bus instead that drives the kids up, and I assume they take them to the school as well, because that's a bit of a hard walk for a kid. I'll admit it's a pretty tough walk. You know it's a tough walk when a man's making a stop every 2-3 minutes and we're sat on a wall. I love how when the adhan goes here, it just sort of echoes through the mountain and the open space. It just really echoes. It sounds so beautiful. The weather now is starting to get worse. It's actually starting to rain a little bit now, so we need to pick our pace up. We're still like 20-25 minutes away, so we've got to keep pushing on and try get there before it starts really badly raining. Thankfully, once again, these TomTok bags, they have a waterproof outside on them, so my laptop is in my bag, so even if it does rain, I'm not stressing about it getting wet or anything like that. Same with this camera, it's not waterproof, but because of this bag, I don't have to worry about any sort of water damage, so we're chilling. We've made some quick alterations now. I've gone for backpack on the front, backpack on the back, because we keep stopping too much and I want to make Iman's life just so much easier. So I keep telling her all the way, give me your bag. She's saying no, but we stopped too many times now, so I said to her, just give me the bag and we'll be fine, you know, make your life easier. Oh, finally, Hiba Lodge. This is the spot we're staying. Assalamu alaikum. It feels like we have earned the paradise that inshallah is awaiting for us now. It feels better to know we've walked a hard walk and we've earned that stay. Look how amazing that is, utilising that animal. I feel like now we just rely on cars and stuff, but we should be so grateful for things like the donkeys that, like, he would never be able to carry all those bricks. Because of the donkey, life is easier. Look at that view. And just to think we started all the way far off in that distant village. Far, far over there. Oh, what a walk. Whew. And now we are entering the place where we're staying, look, right in amongst this huge mosque. I can't wait to go and check that out and pray in there. We're gonna go soon after we settle down, maybe have a shower. He said this way.
Oh, really?
Ask. I get we're in amongst village life, right, but other than that first sign saying it was down there has been no signage to say where it is. Alhamdulillah for kind local people, and also Iman being able to speak Darija, because otherwise, if it was just me and you, I think we would have had trouble, to be honest. It's so lucky that we have Iman to speak with them. Look at this, guys, our old house. I don't think anyone lives there anymore, it looks like it's just storage. But the little kitty, he didn't forget his house. Hiba, 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 where are you? I can't believe they've just not signposted anything. Like, I think for tourists this is, it's not ideal at all. Like, how are you? Oh, here. You'd be like, oh, it's nice of them to put a sign on the bloody door, innit? Not how to get to the door. Okay.
Knocky.
Let's do the knocky knocky. Hello. Let us in. Let us in. Assalamu alaikum.
السلام بخير. لا بس الحمد لله كده بخير.
عندكم ريزرفاسيون؟
عندنا ريزرفاسيون اليوم عندكم. شكرا.
So this is where we arrived to, guys. It's the kitchen area with a nice little view, kind of ledge. I think this is where all of the tagines and stuff will be cooked. And then there's also the choice of buying some drinks here as well. But like I said, we've already packed quite a few. And our room, I think there's a room downstairs. Maybe these are rooms as well, or maybe this is just where the people who live here stay. But really cozy, innit? Feels nice. And also we got welcomed with the traditional slippers as well. Took our shoes off, which were obviously filthy. Oh, this is nice. It feels like a cabin. Ooh. I just tripped up like 3 stairs. Oh, wow, subhanallah. Look how nice this is. This is like the living area.
Lewis,
Yeah.
she just want us to pick between two rooms.
Oh,
you
okay.
take this one
Yeah,
first
yeah.
and see you pick one?
Right, guys, which room do you think is the best? Oh, we get a hat. Which room do you think is better, guys? This one? Very nice. Bathroom area is here. And then this is the second choice.
I think the other one.
I don't know. I kind of like this one.
Oh, why? No, the other one is
Let's
good.
see the view. Oh, yeah, the other one will have a better view.
Yeah,
Okay, let's take the other one.
the other one.
But this one's got more natural light.
Which one? The other one is harder, right?
Okay, we'll choose the other one. Super cozy look. Has a nice fireplace here. Look at the light, I think, that you light the fire with. It's like a proper old-fashioned one where you squeeze it. But yeah, this is the heating for the room. Obviously it gets a lot colder up here in the mountain. And then this is the view. Oh, yeah.
She said, are we going to have dinner here?
We'll
So
have
they can
dinner.
prepare.
Yeah, we'll have dinner here.
So I said 100 dirham. So
Yeah,
like a
sure.
big tagine.
Yeah, yeah,
Together.
that's fine, yeah.
That's fine.
As I was showing you, this is the view. Oh, it's unreal, man. And look at this, look. Not just a view of the mosque as well. Come on. So now I can finally show you the lounge area. Look, there is a salam right here, which is perfect. And it's just so cozy here. As you can see, there's these big tables which we can eat the tagine from later, which comes with a dessert and a salad as well. It's 100 dirhams each, so 200 for a nice big dinner at 8 o'clock, they said. The place has Wi-Fi as well, which is really good because your boy needs Wi-Fi to upload these videos. I really love just how cozy this lodge actually is, though. It is so cozy. With the ceiling is like bamboo style with wooden logs. There are these hats here. I don't know what these are about, by the way, because we've also got two in the bedroom as well, which I'm going to wear it in a minute, of course. And this whole side here is just super, super cozy. And then it's just beautiful natural lighting coming through with really nice views. So I think this is actually a perfect stay. Has a really nice thick rug in here as well. It just feels so traditional and cozy. And let's have one more quick look at the room as well, because I was kind of rushing and making decisions whilst I was showing you the first time. I think this is a window. I'm not entirely sure, but I can't think of what else this would be other than... Whoa, there we go. Money shot. Cha-ching. This room is definitely better than the other one. The bed itself is absolutely huge, so get some bonus points for that. And also, there is two pillows, which I don't know if any of you lot sleep like this, right? But me, I will lay my head on one, and then I'll put the other one like next to my body and like sort of hold on to it like a baby. Beautiful little lights, same design with the ceiling, like rock walls, which is really nice. And then we have some... Look at these old school pictures. Wow, really sets the tone. And then we have a kettle here with some sugar, some coffee, some books. And then here is the bathroom. I was gonna say, what is that noise? And I just hear a sheep. Oh, this is so nice. Has a nice little mirror, a nice sink, a little carpet here, the shower area. Oh, this is just lovely. The main reason I love this is just the views, like opening all these windows and having a look at the little views of the village, the mosque, the local life. Oh. The timing. It's interesting to see this seat as well, actually, that's made of leather, because when we were in the market, in not the last video, but the video before in Marrakesh, they had a guy who was making these handmade, and it was really interesting to see. And now we get to feel them. Really squishy and nice. Really amazing place to stay. I really, really love this place. Okay, they could have signaged it a little bit better, so we could have found it, and it is a bit far away, but it's definitely worth the walk. And if you get a taxi, then you're having a breeze, but you miss out on all those amazing views. But I'm really happy with this place. Really, really happy. A great choice by Iman. I'm not sure what the price is. Iman, what was the price?
25 or 26 pounds.
For one night?
Yeah.
That's good. And it includes
Include
breakfast.
yeah.
Damn, that is a really, really affordable price. I've just had a shower now. I feel so nice after that long treacherous but beautiful walk. It feels nice to have a shower, just sit in the lounge area here. It feels so nice. And I just remembered that we also have our chicken sandwiches with cheese. So first meal of the day is about to be secured. As much as I am excited to have this sandwich, I really can't wait till later till we actually eat the homemade tagine. That is going to be the star of the show. The bread of this sandwich, by the way, is so different than what I thought it would be. I thought it would be like a panini. But if you look, it's more like a pita bread, sort of like a non-pita. Anyway, let's try it. Bismillah. It's literally just chicken, sauce and cheese, right? Bismillah.
What you love?
That's nice. Just simple and delicious. That's a nice sandwich. We were going to buy tuna and a baguette and make tuna sandwiches, which sounds dead. Now we've got this sandwich, super delicious. And I've got a like sliced chicken sandwich as well that I made, well, a man made for me yesterday. Got some crisps, some chocolate, some cakes. We've got a whole bunch of snacks. So I think we're really going to enjoy this relaxed experience. And I feel like it's also a good change of pace for these videos. You know, we're always running around. It feels like we're always in a rush. Sometimes I get home from my trips and I feel exhausted. I feel like I've not even rested. So today, even though we did walk a lot, it feels like it's going to be a nice rest. Waking up tomorrow, having breakfast here. It's going to be really, really a nice little day trip. Finally, after hours, the rain has finally stopped, so we can come to the roof and check out this area. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Look at the mountain in the distance. It looks so beautiful as well with the mosque minaret just here and then the mountain in the background. Yeah, I'm going to go to the mosque when the adhan goes for Asr. I can't even begin to imagine how beautiful it would be up here in the summer. Sitting out, eating the tagine here would have been really a treat, or having the breakfast as well that we've got included tomorrow. But for now, it just feels so surreal. It just looks incredible from here. I've just heard the adhan go now for the Asr prayer, which is one of the afternoon prayers. So we should be, of course, nice and early to the mosque. I just need to find the entrance, which I assume is going to be back up this way. It's so funny when you walk around these villages, you just hear all the farm animals. I'm actually genuinely really excited to see what the inside of this mosque looks like. Ah, here's the entrance. Whew. Let's go check out the local mosque. Look, the farmer's got his little wellies there, and there's some sliders as well. Oh, look at this. Beautiful tiles on the outside. Bismillah. Wow. I really did not expect the mosque to look this beautiful. It's just a random mosque in the mountains. That was one of the most peaceful and beautiful mosques I've probably ever visited. And someone asked me the other day, what are the top 10 mosques you've ever been to? And I'll probably throw that one in as one of the top 10. It's just so, like, peaceful. Like, there is no sound other than, like, birds chirping and the rain slightly pattering from the roof that's falling off. But it was just so, like, beautifully peaceful, and I can't wait to go back and pray the Maghrib prayer there so I can hear the recitation and just soak in the moment. But really, really beautiful mosque. I will go back there later, inshallah, so I'll probably put more clips of the mosque. I didn't film that many whilst I was there, but we'll film more when we go back. Oh, and they were really nice as well. I stopped by after and said Assalamu alaikum to them, and they were speaking to me in Arabic, but obviously I don't speak Arabic, so I heard Kaif Halik though, so I knew. Obviously they were asking, how are you? I said, Alhamdulillah.
Excuse me.
You've been chilling here reading, mashallah. Look at that old woman, guys. Look at that old Moroccan lady there reading her book with her little Pringles. I think they're coming now to put fire in the room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so all around this lodge, I keep calling it a lodge, but I think that's a suitable name. They're going to come and put the fire with the wood in to get it nice and warm in here, because the weather and the temperature is dropping a lot. Even in the mosque, I don't know if I should even say this, but my hands during the salah, I was just like holding my hands and they were freezing. I could see the people next to me had like gloves on, they were putting their hands like inside of their jalaba, and I was just freezing. The kind woman has just come upstairs with like a shovel full of little wood that's on fire like this, as you can see, and she's put it in here, and already the heat coming off it is so lovely. Now the fire is really flowing. So we started out, I didn't realise, but this actually pumps air into the original coals that they put in. And it's
a long time ago.
yeah,
When you start.
yeah, you put air into the flame, which obviously further ignites the flame. But because this didn't give enough air, she just plugged a hairdryer in here and then just blew it in there, and it was like, it was going crazy. But the room is getting so much warmer now, and it's getting smoky. Okay guys, the time is much later now. I've been to the mosque, I prayed the Maghrib Salah. Didn't film anything from there, but when we go for Isha, then I will film again, inshallah, the whole prayer, so you can hear like the recitation and get a nice view of the mosque. But it's time now to eat. And here is the food for tonight. We've got a kefta tagine, which is like meatballs, beef meatballs, has some eggs, some fresh herbs on it. It's like a tomato based sauce. We have the fresh Moroccan bread. This is like it's kind of like a sauce.
Like aubergine,
Yeah, it's an aubergine, yeah, aubergine, tomato, seasonings, herbs. It's really delicious actually. And then we also have a nice soup as well. So it's like wait, do we get dessert as well, did you say?
Yeah, she said that.
Okay, so I think this is just the starter and the main for now, but it looks super tasty. Oh, that's a big tagine as well. Maybe it doesn't look that big, but it is really a big, deep tagine, so plenty of food to try. And I can't wait to dig in. It's a very modest way to sit, isn't it? Full spread. Now this, right, is how... Right, I'm just going to put this into context. This is going to cost us the same as the other day when we was in Ouarzazate, and we had that tagine there and we got barely anything for the same price. And that's why I was complaining so much about the price and the quality of the food, etc. Because this is really what we should have got for around £20. Oh, it's so hot. Hi. Oh, it smells so delicious. Oh, you know what I had actually? I didn't film yesterday. Iman had, and I had some of it, was a beef tagine with the prunes in it. And it was a different level, like a different level. So we're definitely going to go back to that spot so I can show it to you and you can see just how good it is. But kefta tagine, bismillah.
You're going to love it.
That's good, man. That is good. It tastes fresh. It really tastes like a winter dish. I feel like it's the perfect one for being up in the mountains where it's all cold, inside's all cosy, we've got a fire going. Also, you can see behind me there's also a fire that's been lit in the room now, so in here it's super just warm and cosy. And obviously I just went out to the mosque and it was freezing. I'm going to try a little bit of this aubergine. I don't normally like aubergine, but I've tried this before and it was pretty decent. It's not very strong tasting. I feel like it needs a lot more seasoning and herbs to it. I'm really not the biggest fan of soup at all, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. Bismillah. It's a lentil soup. Yeah, it's not for me. That is definitely not for me. That's for you. Our desserts arrived now. Iman thought it was going to be like a range of fruits, but I'm so glad it's a cake. I was really hoping it would be like some sort of a sponge cake. And it feels so fresh. It looks delicious. And of course, in the true Moroccan fashion, you gotta have some Moroccan tea. Why does this one not look very strong in the colour? It looks like almost white. Oh, it's a herbal tea. Is this a sweet one?
Yeah, find out.
I can't drink that yet, but I can eat the cake. Bismillah. Oh my gosh. It's super, super moist. Like, as soon as you bite it, it almost tastes wet. But it tastes so nice. As you just heard, the adhan for Isha has just gone. And this area doesn't have any street lights, bro. It looks like a horror movie out here right now.
الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. فأوحينا إلى موسى أن اضرب بعصاك البحر فانفلق فكان كل فرق كالطود العظيم.
Good morning, guys. It's now the next day, obviously just woken up and the weather is freezing here. Let me just check what it actually is. It's currently 6 degrees in the mountain and it feels like I'm back in England. It feels very, very cold, but once again I'm just standing here looking at a mountain with snow on it, so pretty bloody happy to wake up. Anyway, the reason we're up so early today, it's now 9 o'clock, which I think is early, is because we're going to go have breakfast on the roof, maybe, or maybe inside. I think maybe inside is better because, like I say, it's bloody freezing, but the man keeps saying to me, oh, I can't wait to go on the roof and have breakfast. And I'm like, yeah, but it's literally freezing. It's like eating breakfast in your garden in England in the middle of winter. It just doesn't make sense. Let's go and have breakfast. Come to the lounge area now just to defrost a little bit. Still feeling like super, super tired, and the woman has come and put on the heater again, so good news. Also, they offer these blankets as well in the lounge area, so I've got a nice blanket, and the breakfast is just arrived. And some breakfast that is. This is a free breakfast, by the way. This is pretty insane for a free breakfast. We've got the messeman. Oh, we've got messeman. Okay. We have, is this bread? It looks more like hash.
We call it butterball.
Oh, butterball.
It's like a fluffy.
Yeah, it's like a fluffy bread. That looks delicious. And then is this cake?
Cake, yeah.
Oh, look at that cake.
Your
It's
favourite
so soft. Damn. And then we've got some eggs with cumin. Got some jams, butter.
That's all my favourite.
Cheese,
I know
honey.
that you're not eating this, but
Yeah, I'm not going to eat the eggs, but the bread, the cake, all that stuff, I'm going to have a field day with. And then we've also got some tea as well. Look at that. Woo-wee. At least this time we also have sugar as well, so you can make it a really sweet minty tea. Alright, let me show you how the master pours the tea. Obviously a man's been pouring it lately, but she didn't know that I'm a trained professional at this. And when I was in Indonesia, I was practicing this. Look at this little work. Look at that, look. No splash, just perfection. Enjoy. Bismillah. Basaha. Whatever you like to say. Bismillah. The orange juice is like fresh orange juice, man. It's still got the bits in and everything. Right, let's start with cake, man. That cake was so soft. Bismillah. That cake's mad. Like the texture is so different than I've ever had. Genuinely, it's so different. It's kind of strange. it's just so soft. Like, look at it.
You can use some of the jam and stuff with the cake or something like that.
Oh, it's delicious. Like, just on its own, it's beautiful. It's now 11 o'clock. The checkout time has come. It's before 11 o'clock actually. We're just going to check out early, but we're leaving the room just as we found it. I always think that's important when you travel, to just at least give your room, a little tidy over. I know some people, they leave it a mess, like, oh, I've paid a cleaning fee. I know, but we have to have respect for people, you know. Someone's actually got to come and clean the room. So we've left it exactly as we found it. What a beautiful room this has been. An amazing stay as well. Really enjoyed it, and it was a great idea from Buzzwiz. Less time to go. Tom Talk. As I mentioned, we've checked out of the hotel now, and just next to the mosque, I didn't realise there's a little nursery here, and all the kids, I can hear them just playing football. It's so cute. I can't imagine what life is like growing up here as a kid. I bet it's fun, man. You're just stripped away from like technology. These guys ain't chilling and playing on Nintendo Switches and iPads. They're playing football the way that we grew up, you know. I feel like now a lot of kids are disconnected playing PlayStation. Go out and play football, man. Go enjoy life. And the journey down the mountains begin. We actually had to walk all the way up through the village to get to the top here so we could walk down, and even just that's put me out of breath. I feel so out of breath just from that really steep walk out of the village. But I think it's going to be a nice walk back. It's all downhill, so it should be a breeze. There's plenty of traffic this morning, and that's so sick how he just tells them get off the road and they all start climbing. Look at them climb sideways. Assalamu alaikum. The most criminal thing has just happened to me. I've just started walking across here and I thought, oh, it's not that deep, I'll just walk across, and literally my feet are soaking wet, drenched. Your man decided, I was like, oh, you need to climb across the rocks. I was like, yeah, good luck with that then. Went across this bit, and now my socks are absolutely swamped in water. My feet are genuinely like I've just jumped in a swimming pool. I feel like I'm going to get flipping trench foot from walking with them like this. The walk today is such a breeze. It's like so easy. Walking down the hill is like a million times easier than walking up it. And I've just seen some people go past on bikes, and I said to him, man, biking it is probably even harder than walking up it. But I imagine going down is so fun, because look how steep going down it is, and the roads are all pretty much clear, except there is rocks, like uneven rocks that are falling in the road, and some cars do come around the corner, so it can be a little bit dangerous, but I bet it's exhilarating. This person is making the Imlil, which is the like almond butter. Very interesting. It's the same way that they make the argan oil as well, the same system. Funnel it through and then mix it to a paste, and it goes into a bucket to collect it. We're actually going to buy some of this, not from here right now, but we're going to buy some before we go back to England. Before then though, we're just looking at some gifts that we can buy to take back home. Since the prices here, I was so wrong. The prices here are so affordable. Like, the prices are actually pretty good. Like, a guy, I was asking about one of these, and he gave me the price of like £10, which is amazing. And I should have bought one yesterday really, because I didn't realise how cold it would have been. But you're looking at some jewellery. It's quite an interesting shop, but I feel like it's very niche. Like, it's very focused on this kind of thing, like pendulums, earrings. It's very much just mainly jewellery. There are other little gift ideas like this, look, little lantern or something like that. The thing that makes the paste, some cups. It's really nice, to be honest. Oh, they also have wallet as well. I've decided the only gift I'm going to buy is this one here. It's a Morocco mug. It does say Morocco just down the side here. And I'm going to get this for my friend Ahmed. He always watches the videos. He always shows love watching them. And he's a good friend to me as well. He's from Egypt. He's been in one of the vlogs in Poland. So I'm going to get him a nice gift. Look at this. It looks like a meteor has just fell from the sky and created this massive crater. Anyway, copped myself a little monster. I bought the mug as well for a good price. I'm not going to say the price because he'll probably watch the video, but got myself a little monster. So the last thing before we leave, of course, is buying the almond butter, the amlu. So we've secured that. Okay, I'm going to try some of the amlu now. Bismillah. Ooh, that's quite nice. Very, like, sticks to your teeth. But we've bought the amlu now, and that's the last thing we're buying. We're going to get a taxi, head back to Marrakesh. So if you did enjoy this video, man, my mouth is so tarry right now. And please do like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.